Hey guys, Quincy Pine here. So this video is my review of Reign Supreme by Dying Fetus. Um, and at the beginning of the video, I didn't realize until after I filmed it, I said cat spaghetti instead of Quincy Pine. I'm too used to saying cat spaghetti for my intro for my videos, so yeah. But just keep in mind that was just a little screw up, and I'm too lazy to go film the whole video over again. Hey, what's up guys? Cat Spaghetti here. Today I'm gonna be doing a review of one of my favorite albums of all time, and an album I've wanted to do a review of for a while. I just haven't had the time. But I'm gonna be doing a review of Reign Supreme by Dying Fetus. I guess I'll say my overall thoughts, and then I'll just go into each track specifically. In my opinion, this album has probably some of the best guitar work I've heard from Dying Fetus. Just every element of the album really is great all over the album. You get great moments to showcase the talent of John and Sean and also Trey. They all three of them get time to shine on this album, and I really feel like they had fun with this. It is their most polished record, but even though it's their most polished record, I feel like it holds up. Even to now, I feel like it holds up. Like the mix and the producing of this album is amazing, and that's comparing it to stuff from now. I'm like, this is produced better than some pop stuff I've heard. I'm not even joking. But yeah, these guys really all had their time to shine on this album, and these songs, oh my god, there's a reason why these are their greatest hits. Or well, their biggest hits, if you even want to say they have hits. Just their most popular songs. So I guess I'll go into each track, and then at the end I'll say what my rating of the album is. It's probably obvious what it is, but whatever, we're just gonna get into it. First track on the album, Invert the Idols. This starts the album off with a bang, and it has this amazing sweep picking at the beginning, which if you don't know what that means, it's a guitar technique, that kind of stuff that starts the album. And at kind of the end of the song, pretty much at the end of the song ends with this chugging section, this really chuggy, heavy part that's just stank-faced, like you love it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but Invert the Idols has a really good ending, and it's a decently short song. I don't even think it's like 2 minutes or something. But yeah, that's the first song off the album. Number 2, Subjected to a Beating. I have a star next to this one, because this one's one of my favorite Dying Fetus songs. Sometimes I like to say it is my favorite Dying Fetus song. I don't know, it flips around all the time, but as of right now, it is. But it has a really catchy main riff, that that it's really catchy. I don't know why, but that, and then this is something that's going to come up a lot. Great drum work all over this album. The drums on this album are amazing. And this is coming from a drummer, which I'm not the best at metal drumming. I'm trying to get better, but still. Just great drum work. Trey is amazing, and I understand why John and Sean wanted to keep him around. That's why he's still in the band, because I think it's because he's really good. But yeah, it has a really catchy main riff. The drum work is great. A lot of these things pop up all over the album. That's why I love this album. John's low vocals, like, he went really low. I've seen videos of them in the studio, and Jesus Christ, John goes so low with his vocals. It's like these low gutturals. It's like, God, how do you do that? Like, Jesus, it's impressive. But there's also a decently heavy rhythm change around 2:45, which is 2 minutes 45 seconds. I put a lot of timestamps in the thing, so you can know what part of the song I'm talking about. But yeah, overall, this song is a banger. and I understand why it's one of their biggest songs, because it's really, really good. Number 3, Second Skin. I really like how the intro has like a mix of a bunch of different elements. It shows off like how you can do tremolo picking, you can do all these other things. You can Dying Fetus really has, ooh, my voice went weird, but Dying Fetus has a lot of, there's pure talent in these guys, and you can hear it. And just the amount of different elements and the mix of different metal genres that you can hear in this is amazing. And it's really impressive. And gets really heavy, or gets somewhat heavy, I don't know, gets heavy around 45 seconds. And this song when this song gets heavy, it is heavy. It is full like stank face all the way. That's another thing I will say. A lot of these things I'm going to say a lot. But this song, or not song, but yeah, no song, I'm dumb. Has some really, really heavy parts. But yeah, around 45 seconds, it gets really heavy. The double kick on this song is good. There's a really good breakdown at 150, and it gets heavy again around 320. And that's everything I have for Second Skin. Number 4, From Womb to Waist. This song is what I would like to consider a death metal hit. It's like, if you watched my review of Boundless Domain by Creeping Death, same thing I said about Intestinal Wrapped. You want to get somebody into death metal, you show them these songs, like death metal hits, that, like, you want to show them, like, Subjected to a Beating, Intestinal Wrapped. You want to show them From Womb to Waist, Hammer Smashed Face, all this different stuff. There's so many good death metal hits that, like, can help you get into death metal, and this is one of them, in my opinion. It's a little farther than, like, per se, like Hammer Smashed Face, or Intestinal Wrapped. I would say it's a little more, there's a lot of technical stuff with Dying Fetus. They do a lot of tech stuff. Sometimes they're pretty much tech death, it feels like, but the intro is really catchy. It's that it's really catchy, and it's really good. I blanked on the intro. I don't know why I did, but the vocals, again, not even just from John, from both of them, John and Sean, amazing, and it really picks up around like 3 minutes, and I really like the line around 4:15. I think that's when he says, like, straight to the trash with the unborn offspring or something. And that's, like, when it gets really good in the song. But, yeah, this song is just a death metal hit. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's amazing. Number 5, Dissonance. Really cool tremolo picking. This is one of those songs that I feel like shows off John's tremolo picking skills. But yeah, really good tremolo picking. And, like, he has this, like, vocal cadence, like, just the whole song kind of has this vocal cadence that's kind of chanty sometimes, and it's really cool. The rhythm changes in this one are really smooth, and it gets heavy around 250, and it kind of stays heavy until the end. But yeah, this one's really good, and like I said, it's a really good song to show off John's tremolo picking skills. It's one of those songs that really you can have that certain thing that gets shown off, really, and it's not too in your face. It's like it's a good enough part of the song that it's not annoying. Number 6, this is another one of their decently big songs, In the Trenches. This one is, like, this is one I would also like to say is pretty much a death metal hit. The main riff, that dun 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 dun. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong song. Dun 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 dun. That, it's really good. I mixed up that and From Womb to Waist, but it's really good, and the bass really cuts through sometimes, and you can hear how Sean actually, like, isn't just, like, playing random crap. He's actually taking time to make good bass lines for these songs. And that's one thing with metal. It's like you can't really hear the bass a lot. And I feel like with Dying Fetus, they do give the bassist opportunities to show, like, get shown, kind of show off a little bit. But not, when I say show off, I don't mean like in a cocky way. I mean in a good way. Like being able to see the skills that everyone in this band has. And just great drumming all over this album, like I said. And I really like the double kick right before the breakdown. It's really good. And the breakdown on this song, oh my God. You want to talk about getting punched in the face by a breakdown? This song, Jesus Christ, I don't know how to explain it, dude. You just get punched in the face by that breakdown. And, oh my God. But, yeah. Then number 7, Devout Atrocity. This one starts with a bang. A lot of these songs do, but there's some cool chugs around 40 seconds in. And it has some pretty interesting rhythm changes. To be specific, I didn't see this until now. Interesting rhythm change around 1 minute 40 seconds into the song. Another thing, like I said, I'm going to say this a lot. Great vocals from John. Just great vocals all over this album, period. And there's really good chugs around 340. I love chugs. Like, I'm going to go off topic for just a second. I love chugs and I love like slam stuff. Like this EP by Impalement, their debut EP. That kind of stuff. I love slam, so I really like chugs. But yeah, Devout Atrocity is really good. It just, that intro, that kind of that I like that. It's really cool. Number 8, Revid. I have no idea how to read this. I'm just gonna go with it and hope it's the number. It's the 8th song on the album. Revisionist Past. I think that's how you say it. But the intro has like kind of a symphonic feel. It like that sounds crazy for Dying Fetus, but there's just this atmosphere at the beginning of the song. And it's really like it caught me off guard. Like these last 2 songs feel way different for the band. Number 8 and number 9 feel way different for the band than everything else on this album, but it's not in a bad way. It gets somewhat heavy around 130, and there's a dope guitar solo. And I would probably say it's it might even be my favorite Dying Fetus guitar solo. It is really good. And it's like I said, these last 2 songs somewhat feel out of place, but not too out of place, where it's like, why the hell are these even on this album? It's just, you can tell that they were experimenting a little bit. And that's good for bands to do. You don't want them staying the same the whole time, because then things just get boring. And I say that, and I like Cannibal Corpse and all their albums pretty much the same, but it doesn't matter. Number 9, The Blood of Power. The intro feels like pretty different from stuff by Dying Fetus. It's kind of different. The drums are good, and it slows down around like 4 minutes in. But yeah, The Blood of Power is one of the ones it really didn't stick out to me that much. It wasn't one of the ones that really like made me groove. But in my opinion, there's not really any skips on this album. There's no songs I would purposely skip unless I'm trying to get to a specific one. Only one I could see myself ever not wanting to listen to is like The Blood of Power. It just doesn't stick out to me that much. It did when I first listened to it, but as I've gone back to this album, it's just like, eh. It's just eh. I don't know. That's just what my opinion became on it. And yeah, that's all. That's everything I have to say about all the songs. In my opinion, I would love to give this album. No, I wouldn't love. I'm gonna give this album a 10 out of 10. And if you've not ever listened to Dying Fetus, and if you wanna listen to Dying Fetus, listen to this album, or listen to Destroy the Opposition or Wrong One to Fuck With. Those are their best albums, and really, I cannot get over how good this album is, how good the producing is, and how good the mix is. Just the whole thing is great, and I'm very happy that I have a physical copy of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. if there's any albums, even not metal albums, that you guys would want me to do a review of, comment down below. And I'll probably announce the next album I'm going to do a review of on my Instagram. So go check me out on there if you haven't. And that's it. Bye.